Imagine this. It's 6 a.m. The alarm goes off. You feel that familiar weight in your chest. You get up, drink your coffee, and head to a job that, if you're being honest, you don't love. You do this to pay for a house you're barely in, a car that loses value every mile you drive, and a lifestyle that keeps you exactly one paycheck away from disaster. You've followed the golden rule of the middle class. Go to school, get good grades, find a secure job, and save money. But here's the shocking truth that most people realize too late. Following that path is the fastest way to stay broke. Welcome to the world of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This isn't just a book about money, it's a manual on how to escape the rat race. Today, we aren't just summarizing chapters. We are dismantling your current reality and rebuilding it with the eyes of the wealthy. Are you ready to stop working for money and start making money work for you? Let's dive deep. The primary reason most people never get rich isn't a lack of intelligence, it's a lack of emotional control. Kiyosaki introduces us to two dads: the poor dad who is highly educated, a PhD, and a government employee, and the rich dad who is a high school dropout who built an empire. The difference? How they handled fear and greed. The poor dad is driven by the fear of being without money. This fear pushes him to work harder, seeking security that doesn't exist. When he gets a raise, greed kicks in. He buys a bigger TV or a faster car. This cycle, work, pay bills, fear, greed, is what Kiyosaki calls the rat race. Think of the lifestyle creep. You get a 20% promotion, and suddenly your 2-year-old phone feels old. You upgrade. You've just increased your expenses to match your income. You are now a higher paid slave to the same fear. Next time you receive extra money, wait 48 hours before spending a cent. Ask yourself, am I buying this to improve my life, or to quiet my fear of not looking successful? If you learn nothing else today, learn this. Rich people acquire assets. The poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. Standard accounting tells you your house is an asset. Kiyosaki says, absolutely not. An asset puts money into your pocket, like rent, dividends, or royalties. A liability takes money out of your pocket, like mortgages, car loans, and credit card debt. The middle class spends their lives buying liabilities. They see a luxury watch as an investment. It's not. It's a cash flow killer. The rich buy things that generate cash, and they use that cash to buy their luxuries. Your Netflix subscription is a liability. Your Robinhood portfolio of speculative meme coins is a gamble. A small vending machine business or a dividend-paying stock, those are assets. There is a massive difference between your profession and your business. Your profession is what you do for 40 hours a week to pay the bills. Your business is what you do to build your wealth. Most people work to make their boss rich, then they pay taxes to make the government rich, and then they pay their mortgage to make the bank rich. When do you work for yourself? Kiyosaki's advice is simple. Keep your day job, but start minding your own business. This means keeping your expenses low, reducing your liabilities, and diligently building a base of solid assets. Stop identifying as your job title. You aren't a manager. You are an investor who currently manages a store. Shift your identity, and your spending habits will follow. The poor dad believed in taxing the rich to help the poor. The rich dad knew that the rich don't actually pay those taxes. The middle class does. Why? Because of the corporation. A corporation isn't necessarily a big building or a factory. It's a legal folder that allows you to play by a different set of rules. Individuals earn, then pay taxes, then spend what's left. Corporations earn, then spend their expenses, then pay taxes on what's left. By owning a business entity, the rich can deduct travel, meals, and equipment before the government touches a single dollar. You don't need to be a billionaire to do this. In the modern gig economy, starting a small LLC for your freelance work or side hustle allows you to legally minimize your tax burden. Don't just work for money. Understand the legal structure of money. In the real world, it's not the smart who get ahead, but the bold. Most people wait for an opportunity to knock. The rich create the door. Financial intelligence is simply having more options. If the market is down, the financially uneducated panic. The financially intelligent see a sale and buy more. Kiyosaki emphasizes financial IQ, which is a combination of 4 skills: accounting, which is reading the story of numbers; investing, the science of money making money; understanding markets, the science of supply and demand; and the law, which is understanding taxes and protection. Start small. Spend 30 minutes a day reading about a market you're interested in: real estate, tech stocks, or even vintage collectibles. Education is the greatest asset. The lack of it is the greatest risk. The poor dad valued job security. The rich dad valued learning. Kiyosaki tells a story about a talented journalist who wanted to be a best-selling author. He told her she should take a sales training course. She was offended. "I have a master's degree. Why would I learn to be a salesman?" He replied, "That's why the book is called a best-selling author, not a best-writing author. To be truly wealthy, you must be a generalist. You need to know a little about a lot: sales, marketing, leadership, and communication. If you are in a dead-end job, look at it as a classroom. If you are a waiter, learn how the restaurant manages inventory. If you are a clerk, learn how the company acquires customers. If you aren't being paid what you're worth, make sure you're being paid in knowledge." Robert Kiyosaki's message isn't really about bank accounts. It's about freedom. Every dollar that passes through your hands is a seed. You can choose to plant it in an asset tree that will one day provide shade and fruit for your family. Or you can spend it on a temporary pleasure and stay under the scorching sun of the rat race for the rest of your life. Your boss can't make you rich. The government won't make you rich. Saving pennies won't make you rich. Only your financial education can set you free. Think of your mind as your greatest asset. While most people are looking for a magic shortcut or a winning lottery ticket, the rich are busy refining the way they think. Real wealth isn't just about having money. It's about having the intelligence to keep it and the vision to multiply it. You see, the world is full of people who work hard but never get ahead because they are operating on an outdated mental software, one that was designed to create employees, not owners. Breaking out of that system requires more than just a new job. It requires a complete psychological shift. You have to be willing to be misunderstood by those still in the race. You have to be willing to prioritize long-term freedom over short-term comfort. Because at the end of the day, the only person responsible for your financial destiny is the one you see in the mirror every single morning. So here's my question for you today, and I want you to answer it honestly. If you stopped working today, how many days could you survive on your current assets? That number is your true wealth. If you don't like that number, it's time to stop working for money and start minding your own business. Thank you for watching this deep dive. If this changed your perspective, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep content documentary-style breakdowns. Until next time, keep building your empire.